whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, I caught a 90-point fucking trade today. Let's fucking get it and let's go over it. But do not let this fool you. I know I didn't make a trade recap yesterday, but do not be fooled by this 90-point setup because I am down on the week because of yesterday. Yesterday I took a couple L's and lost about 1,000. Today made about 800. So you're still down a little bit on the week, but this is exactly what happened last week. And then I ended out the week last week green. So I'm not worried about it. Anyway, let's jump right into this. I'm about to hop onto a little bit of a back testing session with Habibi as well. He's literally on Discord AFK right now. But I'm going to bang this out and record it. So I think what I'm going to be doing, guys, is having my SL moved to a point that now makes sense because I've been running the 30-point SL, the 45-point TP, and I think that just generally speaking, it has kind of been fucking me over, if you will. Just because, you know, the market, I've said this before, but the market doesn't respect my TP of 30 points. The market will respect, however, a level, right? And I have my stop loss below my zone, but I think I want to try to experiment, or I'm trying to get into setups more where my stop loss and take profits make sense. So in today's trade, I had two take profits, and both of them were in level spots. My zone, or my stop loss, kind of was as well. But anyway, that's enough yapping. Let's just go over this trade. It's going to be the same thing with those 5-minute zones. So let's go on to the 9:30 a.m. market open here. And as always, we will mark it out with our handy dandy friend, the red line. I would go over yesterday's trades. However, they were losing trades. So, you guys probably don't want to see them. But, I don't know. Maybe you do. But I also deleted them off the chart because I was backtesting a little last night. And I'm about to backtest some more. So, anyway, onto the 5-minute chart. Zones I had marked out was this high right here and this low right here. Now, if you guys watch my zones video, I always like to pretty much have zones drawn out, one kind of a little bit near where we open above and below. So I like price to all open up in between zones that I have drawn out. And then what I did was draw other ones. So I had this one for some reason. I think I had this guy down here as well. So pretty much if we broke and held above here, I wanted to play longs and target this high and this high. Pretty much I'm just playing zone to zone essentially is what I want to start doing and play with these levels. And then also have my stop loss in an area that makes sense. As you can obviously see, the long setup presented itself today. It's extremely clean price action today, the first, hour of market open. And then things started to get really choppy, really bad. But fortunately, we were able to take our dub before that. So I will show you guys these zones. We had this one here, right here, and here. Okay, let's drop onto the 1 minute where we actually execute our trades. I've been looking at the 2 minute a lot more as well. Yes, Habibi, I am recording a video. And Habibi, you can talk. All right, bro just came back. You're on the mic.
Oh,
Your voice is being recorded. But
right.
Anyway, so we go ahead and I'll just play this. Okay, market opens right here. Yeah, this is the zone. I guess you could say technically that was kind of like an intraday zone, but still drew it out. Still a good zone, right? As you can see there. Anyway, we broke above here. 1 minute closes above. 2 minute closes above. 3 minute closes above. 4 minutes. Sorry, not 4 minute. 5 minute closes above. So yeah, really liking longs right here. 5 minute Hikinashi right here. You can see super green. And obviously if I zoom out a little bit, you can see this is the 5 minute time frame. We kind of just been in this big uptrend, starting from right here at 4 a.m. So, I was liking longs right there, especially since everything closed above that zone. And then we started to hold a little bit. Now I was looking for a retest. Boom, we got our retest right there. Took my entry on that candle right there. That is a very bullish candle. We had this low right here. Came back down, tested right the middle of my zone. Came back up and closed above right there. 2 minute, very bullish close there. 3 minute, fairly bullish as well, but this was enough to get me into this trade. Now, as you can see here, like I talked about, I usually have a 30-point SL, but in this trade, it was a 42-point SL so that I could have my stop loss below the zone. Maybe it would have been smarter to have it below this low right here, which would have been a 50-point stop loss. But nonetheless, I feel like that is fine, because I feel like if we were to, get down to this area, I feel like this was a good amount of breathing room. And like I said, I'm about to test this more literally right now after I finish recording this. But anyway, we get into this thing. A little bit of drawdown right here. We retested our zone again, but after I saw this, we retested again. Look how well we held out of that zone again. Just goes to show how nice of a zone it was. Right here, I was super confident I was going to hit TP on this thing. Oh yeah, that brings me to my next point I totally forgot to mention. So I had these zones right here and here that I said I wanted to have drawn out, right? Or that I drew out on the 5 minute earlier. Sorry, I had my first TP right here at the bottom of this first zone, and then I had my full TP out at the top of this zone, which was this high right over here from yesterday, which was 88.75 points. And then my first TP, so I entered this trade with 2 micro contracts. My first TP was at 44.75 for coincidentally just happened to be a little bit over a 1-to-1 RR, and then our full TP was a 2.1 RR. Anyway, we're in the trade. Boom, right there. First TP hits very fast. Super satisfying that we were able to make that big of a move in just a couple minutes. Like I said, price action was super clean today. Anyway, we had a little bit of a pullback right there. And then look, TP hits right there. Fucking stellar trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes for 90 points. That is amazing. Another trade that I actually saw but didn't take going with this strat. So now that I have, usually I don't have these other zones drawn, right? I usually just look, what I was doing was just looking to take one trade off of like my first zone for the 45-point TP and then kind of just be done. But if I kept playing these zones, I probably would have taken this. We closed above retest. That's a super bullish candle. If I look on the 2 minute as well. Oh, sorry, this is the 2 minute. If you look on the 1 minute right here, red candle with a retest, big bottom wick, very bullish candle right there. 10:07, I believe it was. Yes, I would have entered right here. Stop loss below this little wick right there, 47-point SL. So that just, that's a spot that makes sense to have my stop loss, because we're in a very strong uptrend in my eyes. If we, break below, oh, hello. You just scared the shit out of me, Bella. But yeah, if we, in my eyes, if we are to come below and take out this low, we're probably going to, possibly break to the downside. So that's why I like to have my SL there. Once again, I didn't actually take this trade. Now, I don't know where my take profits would have been because, oh, actually I do. So first one would have been probably right here at the top of this, because top of this, what is it called? Candle right here. On the hourly, like it was kind of hard for me to find zones or like areas that I would have marked out my TPs here, since I would have had to zoom so far out. I could have just made it a 1-to-1. That right there is a 0.88, but I probably would have my first TP there, and then I probably would have made my full TP right there. So I'm just going to mark that out to show you guys, for example. Once again, I did not take this trade, but it was a good setup in hindsight. Anyway, we enter right there, stop loss right there, first TP here, second TP right here. Probably would enter this with 2 micro contracts. Let's see what happens. Okay, first TP hits right there. Probably would, after first TP hit, I would move stop to break even. That's what I did on this trade. After first TP hit right here, I move stop to break even. Okay, move stop to break even. So let's see what happens. Almost nearly got stopped right there by 1 point, but we would have stayed alive. This is when things started to get really choppy, I remember, and Habibi was actually in this trade for a really long time, but still would have stayed alive. Nearly got stopped out break even multiple times. I think we just, let me go on to the 5 minute actually and just play this quicker. So it looks like I actually would have ended up getting stop break even, but TP1 still would have hit, which is dope. So that would have been 2 dubs on the day if I was to take that trade, but I'm still super satisfied with my 190-point dub there. Definitely not going to be complaining about that whatsoever. But that's pretty much the way that I've kind of modified my strat, and I was testing it last night a lot, and this is what was working the most. So I think this is what I'm going to do. Habibi really tried to put me on to not using a set 30-point SL, and so far, so good. It's seeming that, having a little bit bigger of one and having it in a spot that, I guess, quote, makes sense, you could say, is more efficient, at least, if it's only been 1 fucking day since I've been trading this live. But when I was back testing, I wasn't having the highest win rate in the world. I think it was like a 55% or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it's over I'm getting really good risk to rewards with this, so that's good. Obviously, I'm going to still try to find a way to increase the win rate as much as I can, which is what I'm about to do right now. But with that being said, that wraps up this video. Make sure to check out the new podcast episode. Subscribe to my vlog channel. Subscribe to this channel. Fucking follow me on Instagram, fucking LinkedIn, everything. All my socials will be linked down there. I have like 30 accounts on every platform. It feels like everything will be linked there. But yeah, once again, I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, peace later.